Hello friends and welcome to the lecture. So students, as we know that we are covering the municipalities and basically these are the topics we have scheduled for the discussion. Like the introduction part, like the evolution of the urban bodies, like the 74th Amendment Act of 1992, like the types of urban governments, like the municipal personnel, like the municipal revenue, thereafter the Central Council of Local Government. So these are the topics basically we have scheduled for the discussion under this particular series. Out of this, basically we have done the introduction part. Okay. And what we have been discussing? In the last lecture was the evolution of the urban bodies. And the topics we are totally left with is the 74th Amendment Act of 1992, the types of urban governments, the municipal personnel, the municipal revenue, and the Central Council of Local Government. So that is the picture we have created so far all together. So basically we will start from where we had left in the previous lecture. Okay. So basically in the previous lecture that we were studying about the evolution of the urban bodies. Okay. Evolution of the urban bodies. Now, let me ask you one simple question. The question is, who was the first person to give financial decentralization to urban local government? Who was the first person to give the financial decentralization to the urban local government? Okay. For this, you have only 30 seconds to think an answer. Then I will give you the answer. And your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So the correct answer of this question is Lord Mayo. Okay. Lord Mayo was the first person who gave the financial decentralization to the urban local government. The second question I'm going to ask you is that who is known as the father of local urban government in India? Okay. Like, who is known as the father of local urban government in India? To answer this question, again you have 30 seconds to think an answer, then I will give you the answer. So your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The time's up. The correct answer is Lord Ripon. Okay. Lord Ripon was a person who is known as the father of local urban government in India because he passed the Magna Carta. Okay. Again, the third question I'm going to ask you is that which was the first place where urban local government introduced, which was the first place where urban local government introduced. Okay. Now, again, the 30 seconds you have to think and answer. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The time's up. The correct answer is Chennai or Madras in the year of 1688. Thereafter, it was established in Bombay and Kolkata. Okay, that's the thing. So here we have just revised the previous things which we had discussed in the previous lecture. Now, let's come over the committees and the commissions. Committees and commission. The committees and commissions appointed by the central government to improve the functioning of the urban local governments are mentioned below in the table. But before this, there is a constitutionalization. It was the August 1989 when the Rajiv Gandhi government introduced the 65th Constitutional Amendment Bill, okay, which is also known as Nagar Palika Bill, okay, because the municipalities in Hindi basically known as the Nagar Palika, okay, and the bill was presented in the Lok Sabha, okay. The bill aimed at strengthening and revamping the municipal bodies by conferring a constitutional status on them. Although the bill was passed in the Lok Sabha, it was defeated in the Rajya Sabha in October 1989 and hence lapsed. It means that basically the Rajiv Gandhi government in the 1989 August presented the bill, 65th Constitutional Amendment Bill, also known as the Nagar Palika. The bill was succeeded to get passed in the Lok Sabha, but eventually get failed in the Rajya Sabha on October 1989. Okay, and the bill main aim was strengthening and revamping the municipalities. Okay, that's the thing. So now let's talk about the tables, like which are the committees appointed by the central government to strengthen the municipalities. So the committees and commissions on the urban local government. The first one here we could see is in 1949 to 5051. It was Local Finance Enquiry Committee. Who was the chairman of this committee? P.K. Vattal. Okay. Thereafter, in 1953 to 1954, Taxation on Enquiry Commission. Who was the chairman? John Mathai was the chairperson. Thereafter, in 1963 to 1965, the committee was the Committee on the Training of the Municipal Employees. Who was the chairman? Nuruddin Ahmad. Alright. Thereafter, in 1963 to 1966, Rural Urban Relationship Committee. Who was the chairman? A.P. Jain was the chairman. Okay. Thereafter, in 1963, the Committee on Minister on Augmentation of Financial Resources of Urban Local Bodies. Who was the chairman? Rafiq Zakaria. Alright. Thereafter, in 1965 to 1968, the Committee on Service Conditions of Municipal Employees. Chairperson is Rafiq Zakaria. Thereafter, in the year of 1974, Committee on Budgetary Reform in the Municipal Administration was appointed. Who was the chairperson? Grijapati Mukherjee. He was a chairperson. Thereafter, in 1982, the study group on Constitution, Powers, and Laws of the Urban Local Bodies and the Municipal Corporations was appointed. Who was the chairman? K.N. Sahaya. Thereafter, in 1985 to 1988, the National Commission on Urbanization was appointed. Who was the chairman? C.M. Goraiya. Okay, that's the thing. After this, the National Front government under the VP Singh. He was the former Prime Minister. He introduced a revised Nagarpalika bill. Why? Because the Nagarpalika bill was already presented in the Lok Sabha as 65th Constitutional Amendment Act 1989. Okay. So this revised Nagarpalika bill in the Lok Sabha again presented in the September 1990. However, the bill was not passed and finally left due to the dissolution of the Lok Sabha. But again, the same thing happened. Like in the previous one, basically the Rajya Sabha failed the bill. Okay, failed the bill. But when it was modified, Nagarpalika bill was modified and presented in the September 1990. What happened? That the Lok Sabha collapsed by itself. Okay, so again the bill could not pass. Then P.V. Narasimha Rao government, alright, also introduced the modified municipalities bill in the Lok Sabha in September 1991. Finally emerged as the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, which came on force on 1st June 1993. Like what happened? The Rajiv government tried, the VP Singh government tried, but the Narasimha Rao government succeeded in this. In Rajiv Gandhi time, the Rajya Sabha failed. In the VP Singh time, the Lok Sabha dissolved. But in Narasimha Rao, everything goes fine. Alright. And here, again, we had got one thing, which is we should make clear here. First is passing year. Second one is implementing it. Passing year is 1992. Implementing year is 1993. Okay, so remember this. The bill was passed in the year of 1992, as you can see here, but was implemented in 1993, as you can see here. Okay, thereafter, this act has added the new part 9A to the Constitution of India. Part is entitled as the Municipalities and consists of provisions from Articles 243P to 243ZZ. Articles are from 243P to 243ZZ. In addition, the Act has also added the 12th schedule to the Constitution. So basically, if we talk about the Panchayati Raj institutions, we talk about it in a general way. So basically, it was powered by 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. Okay. Thereafter, if we talk about the part and schedule added by this act. So, added the part 9 and 11th schedule. If we talk about municipalities, if we talk about it, it was introduced by 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. Okay. If we talk about the part and schedule, the part is 9th. Schedule is 12th schedule. Okay. So keep this thing in your mind. All right. And basically, this schedule contains the 18 functional items of the municipalities and deals with the Article 243W. Now, I am going to ask you the simple question again. How many functional items provided to Panchayat by 73rd Amendment Act of 1992. How many functional items provided to the Panchayat by 73rd Amendment Act of 1992? For this, you have only 30 seconds to think an answer. Then I will provide you the answer. So your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The time's up. So basically, if we talk about the answer, then total 29 functional items were given to the Panchayati Raj institutions. How many? 29 functional items. Okay, that's the thing. Here, total 18 functional items provided to the municipalities. Thereafter, the Act gave constitutional status to the municipalities, has brought them under the preview of justicable part of the Constitution. In other words, the state governments are under the constitutional obligation to adopt the new system of municipalities in accordance with the provisions of this Act. It means that the existence of municipalities within the state is not depend upon the discretionary powers of the state government. Instead of this, it is basically now a constitutional obligation. Okay. The Act aims at revitalizing and strengthening the urban governments so that they function effectively as units of the local government. Okay. Thereafter, now let's talk about what are the salient features of this Act. So, the salient features of the Act is basically there is a three types of municipalities. Okay. The acts provide for the constitution of the following three types of municipalities in every state. Like first is the Nagar Panchayat, by whatever name called, for a transitional area. Now, what is a transitional area? Like suppose this is the entire area. This is full urban area. This is full rural area. It means agriculture or primary activities dominating here. If we talk about the urban areas, then commercial, manufacturing, or services dominating here. But if we talk about this mid area, then basically what is happening? This area having influx of both primary and secondary, the manufacturing, tertiary, the service area. Okay, that's the picture. So this is what we call as an transitional area. Transitional area. Why? Because the things are not clearly defined as a rural or as urban, but in the midway. So basically, these transitional areas, which is in Hindi also, many of you people call it as a kasba. Okay, or some people call it as a nagar. All right. So for these transitional area, there will be a nagar panchayat. Okay. Thereafter, municipal corporation for a small urban areas. Okay, like where the population is below 4 million or 40 lakhs. The areas where the population is below the 4 million or the 40 lakhs, these areas having the municipal corporation. Thereafter, the municipal corporation is for a larger urban areas. Basically, those areas which having population more than 4 million or 40 lakhs. Okay, so that's the thing. Nagar Panchayat for the transition areas, also known as Kasba or Nagar. Municipal Council for a smaller urban areas. below 4 million or the 40 lakhs, the municipal corporation for a large urban areas, basically more than 4 million or 40 lakhs population. So these are the types of municipalities. But here there is one exception. What is this? If there is an urban area where the municipal services are being provided by the industrial establishment, like if we talk about the Jamshedpur. So we know that the Jamshedpur is comes totally under the TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Corporation. Similarly, if we talk about the Jamnagar, okay, the Jamnagar is basically comes under the Reliance Industries. So if there is any municipal services area which is being provided by the industrial establishment, then the governor may specify that area to be industrial township. Okay, it means that in which state the areas will lie. The governor of that state. Like if we talk about Jamshedpur, it is under the Jharkhand. Similarly, if we talk about Jamnagar, Gujarat. So in such areas, basically it's depend upon the governor. Like the governor of Jharkhand, the governor of Gujarat, they may specify that the areas to be under the industrial township. In such a case, a municipality may not be constituted. Like in the industrial township, the entire area, you can say the responsibility of maintaining that area is on the industrial township, not on the municipalities. The governor has to specify a transition area, a smaller urban area, or the larger urban area, keeping in view the following factors. Like how does the governor of the state could specify the area as a transitional area, a small urban area, or the large urban area? So basically, the first factor is obvious, the population of area. Thereafter, what is the density of the population living there? What is the revenue generated for the local administration? Thereafter, the percentage of employment in the non-agriculture activities. Why? Because non-agriculture activities are the primary activities, right? As I have told you when we talk about the difference between the rural and the urban areas. Remember, rural is mostly dominated by the primary activities. So if the maximum population is indulged in the primary activities, the area will not be the rural area, but will be the urban area. Sorry, will not be the urban area, but will be the rural area. So that's why the non-agriculture activities employment is necessary in order to declare any area as an urban or the rural. Because in the urban areas, mostly the secondary or manufacturing and tertiary or services sectors dominates. Thereafter, what is the economic importance of that area and such other factors as may deem fit. It means that it's depend upon him that what other factors he want to consider. Okay. So students, basically in this lecture, we have finished till here. In the next lecture, we will continue from here. Till then, just revise the facts and figures whatsoever we have discussed in this lecture. Be ready for the another lecture. With this note, let's end this lecture and thank you.